covering all your local high school football games with highlights and scores. Now, Football Friday, brought to you by Alabama Credit Union.
Good evening, I'm Gary Harris. Welcome in to week number 7 of WVUA 23's Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union. Visit alabamacu.com to learn more. Alabama Credit Union, loans for real life. Well, we have highlights from 11 high school football games for you this evening, plus our complete DCH Football Friday high school scoreboard and our Jolly Hearth and Patio Band of the Week. And we begin, as always, with our Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports High School Game of the Week.
Now, the Game of the Week, sponsored by Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports.
And it is a doozy. 4A Region 3 rivalry. West Blockton at Bibb County. This was a great game. Early first quarter, West Blockton quarterback Jackson Champion hands it off to fullback Jackson Lightsey, and Jackson Lightsey sees light at the end of the tunnel. He's in for 6. It's 7-0. Bibb County coming back. Quarterback John Downs finds wide receiver Matthew Cash, who reaches it out across the pylon for the touchdown. We got a tie game. Downs would then hand it off to Jason Taylor, who takes it in for the 2-point conversion. So actually it was a 7-6 game. Now Bibb has the lead 8-7. Bibb County trying to take a deep shot in the second quarter, but it's picked off by West Blockton cornerback Kevin Montgomery. Bibb County's offense is then able to drive down the field when they get it back. And it's Jason Taylor again, his second touchdown of the night. West Blockton has a response. Jackson Champion to Jackson Lightsey. Again, the handoff in for the touchdown. This one goes right down to the wire as we check out the final in our Game of the Week. It is a good one. Bibb County with a huge region win tonight over West Blockton. A heartbreaker last week for West Blockton against Montevallo. A heartbreaker tonight against Bibb County. Bibb County gets bragging rights against their neighbors from West Blockton. 35-29 the final. Big game. Hillcrest at home this evening hosting the McAdory Yellow Jackets. 6A Region 4. Very first play of the game, and McAdory is going to strike. DeAnthony Coleman over the top. Jabari Strait had a step, great throw, great catch deep into Hillcrest territory. McAdory would score on that drive. Second quarter, though, back comes Hillcrest. DeCorian Thomas takes the handoff and gets it around the left side into the end zone. We're tied at 7. McAdory now with the football. Only 2 plays left after the 2 plays after the Thomas touchdown, and DeAnthony Coleman is looking for Jabari Strait again, but this time, Gatoris Vaughn, it takes a thief. He gets the interception. Hillcrest with the ball following the pick. And Ethan Crawford doing Ethan Crawford type things. He just drags the whole McAdory defense into the end zone. This kid is fast, he's athletic, and he's strong too. Hillcrest takes a 13-7 lead into halftime. And as we show you the final, huge win for the Patriots. Their biggest win of the season as they knock off McAdory 30-7. The final score tonight down Highway 69 South in Tuscaloosa. Big, big win for the Patriots. More 6A Region 4. Paul Bryant at Brookwood. And this was an incredible game tonight, too. We're going to pick it up in the second quarter. Running back Jordan Louis for Bryant. Right up the middle. Past all of the defenders and gone. 79-yard touchdown. Bryant goes up 25-14. But Brookwood comes back. C.J. Cummings answers with a 1-yard touchdown. It's 25-22 after the 2-point conversion. Start of the third quarter now, and it's going to be running back Jordan Evans this time. Off tackle, cut back, gets the shoulder square. He picks up 30 into Panthers territory. A couple of plays later, quarterback Cameron Ellis fires to Tobias Burrell for the touchdown, 31-22, but Brookwood comes back. It was back and forth all night. Cummings goes up the middle for a 2-yard touchdown, and the 2-point conversion made it 31-28. And as we check out the final, what a game. Paul Bryant wins a shootout over Brookwood. Those two teams put on a show tonight over at Brookwood. 43-40 was the final score. Holt hosting Dallas County. Holt honored its 1971 team, coached by the late legendary Woody Clements. It's the only team in Holt history to go undefeated. Great moment there for those gentlemen tonight out there at Holt. Now, this year's team. taking on the Hornets, and here come the Ironmen wearing the all-purple on this big special night, but it was the Hornets striking fast. Marquise Stallworth Jr. rumbles his way into the end zone, and the Hornets take a 7-0 lead. Holt looking to answer, but the pass is going to be picked off. Pressure will do that to you. In the end zone, Holt with an excellent scoring chance, but Marcavius Pullum not only picks it off, he brings it out to the 15-yard line, and tough night for Holt. They have a great ceremony honoring that 71 team, but they come up short on the scoreboard. As we check it out, Dallas County wins it tonight over the Ironmen 33-30. But congratulations to that 1971 team being remembered tonight, and what a team it was, and a great moment this evening out at Holt. All right, 4 games down, but we have not even worked up a sweat yet. Still to come, the powerful Thompson Warriors flex their muscles once again tonight against the Gadsden City Titans. But first, it was a special evening at Tuscaloosa Academy as the Knights paid tribute to their forever teammate Fuller Goldsmith. We'll have the emotional coverage when Football Friday returns right here only on WVUA 23.
Hi, we're the Tuscaloosa County High Cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday on WVUA 23. Let's go!
Welcome back. I'm Gary Harris, the Tuscaloosa County High Cheerleaders. Always great to be able to spotlight the cheerleaders. Thanks to Pool and Patio Center for presenting the cheerleaders each week. Well, it was a very special evening at Tuscaloosa Academy. The TA senior football players chose to add a special helmet decal for all TA football helmets in memory of their forever teammate, classmate, and friend Fuller Goldsmith. Goldsmith recently passed away following a long battle with leukemia. Also, head coach Josh Wright and TA held a ceremony to retire Fuller's number 32 jersey. I got to tell you, it was incredibly emotional out there tonight, and there were tears, there were memories, and Fuller Goldsmith certainly heavy on everyone's hearts. But there was a football game to play. David McNeil hands it off to Tyler McNeil, touchdown for the Knights. And TA, I tell you, they were motivated by Fuller Goldsmith. I have no doubt his memory. Sack right there by Philip Lancaster. Then Jack Standifer gets the ball, and he is gone. Standifer has incredible speed. Gets around the edge, another Knights touchdown. Nobody was going to beat TA tonight, let me just tell you that. David McNeil pushes through the Gators defense, and he just jogs in for a touchdown. You're getting the theme here. This one was all TA tonight. They celebrated, they cried, and they had a joyful performance on the football field in tribute to young Mr. Goldsmith. 42-14, all TA tonight. What an evening there for the Knights, their fans, and their students. Northridge at Hueytown, 6A Region 4. And if you like offense, this was for you. The Golden Gophers in the red zone early, and Earl Woods is going to take it up the middle, and he just shakes off a tackler, reaches across for what looked like a touchdown, but they ruled him just short. So the next play, Woods said, well, you don't give it to me on that one. I'll make sure you understand I'm across this time. 15-0, Hueytown goes up midway through the first quarter. Late in the first quarter, Northridge trying to get some points on the board, and they run a little trick play here, and Corey White gets the handoff, then throws to Javarian Jones, who is behind the defense. 45-yard touchdown. Jags down 15-7 going to the second quarter. Hueytown, though, back in the red zone. And Jaquil Rouser makes a man miss and spins into the end zone. Hueytown up 22-7. And as we check out the final, Northridge falls for the second straight week. And that's not a typo. 75-55. Hueytown over Northridge. That looks like a basketball score. I told you, if you like offense, that one was for you. Wild one tonight over in Hueytown. American Christian hosting Wilcox Central, 4A Region 3. Homecoming tonight for the Patriots. There's the beautiful homecoming court. And head basketball coach Nate Oates is out on the field with his daughter during the homecoming ceremony. Nice moment there. The action heating up. Patriots already on top big when Sawyer Dearman, the great quarterback, finds Chance Henderson over the top. That would set up an easy pitch and catch as Dearman goes back to Henderson. That duo is, they're hard to defend. 20-yard touchdown. That made it 41-0 still in the second quarter. And they would go to the running clock in the second half because this one was pretty much already over. And ACA cruises tonight over Wilcox Central. Another big game for Sawyer Dearman, the quarterback. Patriots roll tonight in shutout fashion. Well, success unlimited at Tuscaloosa Christian in 8-man Alabama Christian Association football. The Warriors holding their homecoming out in Cottondale tonight, and they're wearing the all-red. We start off, though, the Mustangs are on offense. Quarterback Isaiah Posey drops back and fires one over the middle, but it's picked. Jack Arsenault gets the interception for the Warriors and sets up Tuscaloosa Christian in great shape. Luke Jones takes the toss and waltzes into the end zone. They went for two, didn't make it, but still up 6-0. Later in the first quarter, it will be Jones again taking the handoff, off tackle. Then he gets to the edge, right past our camera for a first down, into the red zone. And then Jones scores the touchdown, and it is all Tuscaloosa Christian tonight out in Cottondale, 48-16. I guess we could say it was success limited tonight. Their success was limited. Get it? They lose to Tuscaloosa Christian. Big win for the Warriors, 48-16. Well, still to come, our Jolly Hearth and Patio Band of the Week. But up next, the Thompson Warriors are staking a claim as maybe the best high school football team ever in the state of Alabama. Tonight, the Gadsden City Titans tried to slow down the Thompson juggernaut. Highlights when we return to this edition of Football Friday on WVUA 23.
We are the McInerney High Cheerleaders,
And you're watching Football Friday on WVUA 23.
And welcome back to Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union. I'm Gary Harris. Well, coming into tonight's game against Gadsden City, check this out. Thompson had outscored its 6 opponents 359-19 this season. I've never heard anything like that or seen anything like it. 7A Region 3, Thompson tonight celebrating homecoming against the Gadsden City Titans. And before the game, the Warriors with their homecoming court. And then it's Peter Woods just right off the bat. He's going to be one of the top players in the country in the 2023 class, the junior, with the sack of Titans quarterback Luke Waldrop. And then on offense, Connor Harrell can't find anyone, so he just takes off running and just weaves his way through the defense for a 60-yard scramble. 21-0 already, Thompson on top. Under a minute to go before halftime, and Thompson's Tony Mitchell tips it to himself, intercepts Luke Waldrop, and then look at the convoy as the Thompson defense turns to offense really quickly. 88-yard pick six. I mean, this Thompson team, I mean, it's just jaw-dropping what they're doing. 41-7. I mean, give Gadsden City some credit. That's one of the closer games that Thompson has played this year. Now, they got that showdown coming up in a few weeks with Hoover. That is going to be some kind of game. 41-7 Thompson tonight over Gadsden City. Well, we had hoped to have Jasper and Jackson Owen for you tonight, but as is sometimes the case, we can have technical snafus, and in this case, we had a schedule snafu. We thought the game was at one location. It was not, but we do have the final score for you. Jasper wins it this evening, 24-20 over Jackson Owen. Again, we'd hope to have highlights from that one, but we do get you the final score. Jasper with a big win tonight. The Vikings take it over the Jackson Owen Mustangs. All right, Vestavia at Hewitt Trustful. A lot of scoring early in this one, and that's beautiful right there. All of the pink for breast cancer awareness and the little wave going. Play one of the fourth quarter, tied at 28. Vestavia in the red zone. Mitchell Towns to pass, and he finds Joseph Stewart, who makes the grab and then gets it into the end zone. The Rebels take the lead. 35-28 Huskies working. Peyton Floyd launches a deep one, and he's got Jordan McCants on the other end. The PAT tied it at 35. Rebels working inside their own 20. Oh, no. Oh, no. Connor Thomas, the pick six. That was the game-changing play. Huskies would add one more, and they go on to win it tonight, 49-34 over Vestavia Hills. Well, still to come, top-ranked Alabama will put its nation's longest 19-game winning streak on the line tomorrow night on the road against Texas A&M. But when we return, our complete Football Friday DCH High School scoreboard. Stay with us. We'll run down the scores when we come back right after this. is that an awesome drum line or what? Pickens County Drumline, our Jolly Hearth and Patio Band of the Week. Jolly Hearth and Patio reminds you that it's time to unwind. Welcome back to Football Friday. I'm Gary Harris. It's time now to check in on all of the area scores, so let's turn our attention to our DCH Football Friday scoreboard. Let's start running them down for you. Selma tonight at home over the Central Falcons by the final score of 16-6. Thomasville blanks Hell County tonight down in Thomasville, 25-0. It was Pickens County with a road win at Berry, 25-6, and Gordo swamps Hamilton tonight, 54-0, the final score. Oak Mountain, too much for Tuscaloosa County High. The Wildcats fall on the road, 47-3 to the Eagles. Fayette County at home with a win over Haleyville in shutout fashion, 27-0. Demopolis swamps Jemison 59-7, and Marion County with a home win over South Lamar tonight. Elsewhere, Lamar County over Addison, and Sulligett blanks Winston County. It was Oakman routing Carbon Hill, and Cordova wins a nail-biter 22-20 over Carver. Jackson Academy, way too much for Pickens Academy up in Carrollton tonight, and Patrician Academy and Southern Academy, they played a wild one down in Greensboro. Other finals tonight, Shades Valley with a nice win over Homewood 10-8, and it was Pleasant Grove beating Parker in a big region game, 42-28, the final in that one. Also on Thursday night, Mountain Brook blanked Briarwood 14-0, and Helena beat Calera 31-21. And it was Montgomery Academy winning tonight at Greensboro 21-0. Winfield swamps Holly Pond 46-0. And a forfeit, Curry forfeits to Northside, so the final is officially 1-0. Also, you don't see it on your scoreboard there, but Hubbardsville tonight shut out Brilliant 33-0, and JB Pennington all over Tarrant 55-6. The final in that game. Well, that's a wrap on our high school coverage, but we're not even close to being done. Number 1 Alabama will put its 19-game winning streak on the line tomorrow night in College Station against the Texas A&M Aggies. We'll have much more on this big game when Football Friday returns.
We are the Hillcrest High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Fridays.
Back on Football Friday, I'm Gary Harris. Football Friday presented by Alabama Credit Union. Well, it is time to talk college football. Alabama left this afternoon. This is video of the team getting on the buses at the Malmore Athletic Complex for the short trip over to the airport. Then they flew to College Station. DJ Dale, Henry T., Will Reichard, Will Anderson Jr., and Malachi Moore. I don't know who parked that pickup right there. That pickup should not be there blocking our shot, but it was today. Tight end Cameron Latu, he's having a really nice year. Offensive tackle Evan Neal, he's going to be a first-round draft pick after this season. There's the quarterback, always cool as the other side of the pillow, Bryce Young. And finally, you see Nick Saban. When he comes up with Director of Football Ops, Ellis Ponder, you better be on the bus, because when he gets on there and that door shuts, they are pulling out. They are in College Station tonight. Game time tomorrow night shortly after 7 o'clock. Well, this past spring, Jimbo Fisher was asked at the Houston Touchdown Club what it would take to beat the Alabama Crimson Tide short of Nick Saban retiring. Fisher said this, quote, "We're going to beat his blank." I'm not going to say the word. "When he's there, don't worry," unquote. That was Fisher's response. Well, you know what they say, talk is cheap. This week, after losing 2 games already this season, Fisher was asked if he thinks his A&M team has closed the gap on Bama.
Well, I think we got to continue to recruit well. We got to continue to coach well, and we got to understand and build the fundamental culture of what we do, and also stay a little healthy in what we do to get guys get experience and have the numbers to play. But I think we're recruiting really well. But I think they're a very good team. Whether we've closed the gap or not, I feel confident in the guys we have and what we do and where we can go in the future of this game, not just this year, but future, of where we're going and how we're recruiting and the things we have, and hopefully we'll be able to close that gap.
Alabama keeps recruiting at a high level, too. 4-star tight end Jaleel Skinner, the top tight end and number 74 overall player in the class of 22, announced his commitment to Alabama this afternoon on CBS Sports HQ. It was his 18th birthday, so he celebrated with his family in style. Picked Alabama over a group that included Texas, Florida State, Clemson, and Florida. 6'5", 210. He's athletic from IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. 10th best player in the state of Florida according to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings. He becomes Bama's 16th commitment for the 2022 recruiting class. And I think, according to at least one service, that has catapulted Alabama back to number 1 in the recruiting rankings. I know that's a shock. All right, that is going to do it for this edition of Football Friday. I am going to remind you that this program is brought to you by Alabama Credit Union. Also DCH, Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports, and Pool and Patio, as well as Jolly Hearth and Patio. And a reminder that tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., we are going to have Crimson Tide kickoff live from right here inside our studios inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. We'll preview the Alabama-Texas A&M game. Then tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, join Matthew Travis for all your Saturday night sports. Want to mention this before we go off the air. The weigh-in for the Fury and Wilder fight tonight, or today, for tomorrow night. Fury weighed in at 277, Deontay at 238. That's as heavy as he has ever been. So make sure and join us tomorrow morning for Crimson Tide kickoff at 11 a.m. That's going to do it for Football Friday. For everybody here at the Football Friday and WVUA 23, have a great night, everybody. I'll see you in the morning at 11 a.m.